So we'll come to the next question that says, if 2 raised to the power of n is equals to y, find 2 raised to the power of 2 plus n all over 3. So this question looks familiar, right? Or it looks connected to one of the laws. If you see the law, remember this law that says x raised to power a b is equals to x raised to power ab. So you just apply it here. You apply it here. Imagine there is an invisible one here, right? 1 times 2, 1 times. So you expand the bracket, you end up as with 2 raised to power 2 plus n over 3. Somebody may say, you are more or less repeating the same thing. Well, yeah, but it makes you to see it clearly, because you can apply this law. You remember this law? This law. You see, it looks like it, but this time in a reverse way. X raised to the power of a plus b can be reversed to this. Somebody will say, why? Why do I need to do that? Remember, you are trying to substitute 2 raised to the power n for y, right? So you need to express it in such a way you can get an expression that has 2 raised to the power of n in it. And that's what we are trying to do. So when we split this, we have 2 raised to the power of 2 times 2 raised to the power of n all over 3. We can rearrange this also to get 2 raised to the power of 2 times 2 raised to the power of n. Then you open your bracket, 1 over 3. Then you continue. 2 raised to the power of 2 is 4 times. See the 2 raised to the power of n you are looking for, right? Now you can put in y here. So finally, your answer becomes 4y raised to the power of 1 over 3. Somebody may say, there's something we can still do here. Yes, there's something you can still do. The 1 all over 3, using this law, 1 over a, can be simplified, right? So you end up with 4 times, there's a cube root of y. So that's 4 cube root of y. So that's your answer. Thank you. All right, let's solve the next question, which says is a cap root, big square root of 8 squared times 4 raised to the power of n plus 1 all over 2 raised to the power of 2n times 16, right? Now look at each of these terms. What do you observe? That there is a connection. The common factor of 8, 4, 16, and 2 is 2. So you know that 2 raised to the power of 2 is 4. 2 raised to the power of 3 is 8. That's 2 times 2. 2 of 2 is 4. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And so on. 2 raised to the power of 4 is 16. So with this knowledge, you can further break each terms here down by expressing them in their index raised to the power of 2. Then you can further simplify them. Shall we? Let's do it. So we have the cap root of, here becomes 2 raised to the power of 3, right? There's a 2 here, times 2 raised to the power of 2. Then you have n plus 1 all over 2 raised to the power of 2n times 2 raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 16 is what? 2 raised to the power of 4. So we can open the bracket for the powers, right? Using this law. You remember this law? AB. So to use this, we have this. So you have 2 raised to the power of 6 times 2 raised to the power of, look at this, 2 times n, 2n plus 2 times 1. You must be able to use your bracket very well, 2n plus 2. So just this, everything here is a single term. Don't make a mistake of simplifying one and leaving the other. So now we come to the denominator. 2 raised to the power of 2n times 2 raised to the power of 4 times 2 raised to the power of 4. So what law applies to this? You remember this law, x is power a times x is power b, x power a plus b. We can apply this law both to the numerator and to the denominator. It simplifies it, right? Shall we? Let's do it. So we have 2 raised to the power 6 plus 2n plus 2. Now I'm not putting a bracket in here. Why? Because you are not multiplying. So it's just plus. right? If you are multiplying, you have to put a bracket. So then you have 2 raised to the power 2n plus 4. See how simple it is, which will give you 2 raised to the power of 8 plus 2n all over 2 raised to the power of 2n plus 4. See how simplified it is? But what do you think you can do here to further break this down? You have this divided by this. Look at the division sign. Remember this law? You can apply this law in here. So applying it, you end up with, there's still cap root there, 2 raised to the power of 8 plus 2n. Now, this is what I want to do. Minus, you put everything in brackets. This division becomes minus in the power 2n plus 4. You have to be careful to always apply that. Use your brackets very well. So what do you have? You have this. Expand the bracket, which is 8 plus 2n minus times 2n minus 2n minus times plus 4 minus 4. So look at this. 2n minus 2n is gone. 0. 8 minus 4 becomes 4. So you end up with square root of 2 raised to the power of what? 4. So 2 raised to the power of 4, according to what we said before, is 16. So what is that? You have the square root of 16. Square root of 16 is what? 4. So this is one way to solve it. Another way is to solve it this way. Remember a cap root, what we said about cap root, which is 1 over 2 in power, right? So you end up with 2 raised to the power of 4, 1 over 2 is outside. 2 we cancel 2. Can you see it? So 2 raised to the power 2, which is the same thing as 4. Both ways will give you the same answer. Let's go to the next question.